Obtain a 96 well plate from the drawer to the right of the fluorescence instrument. Pipette approximately 125 microliters into each sample well to be ran. Make sure to write down which number corresponds to which sample in your lab notebook. Between each sample, make sure to switch out pipette tips to avoid contamination.
To start the software, open the computer and click on the Xfluor4 icon. This is an Excel file on the desktop. Go to the Add-ins tab and click on Xfluor4 on the left-hand side of the screen. Press Connect and then press OK. The plate reader will come out of the instrument. Place your 96 well plate loaded with the sample on the plate reader. Make sure to place the plate so that the A1 well is on the top left corner.
Go under the Xfluor tab and click Edit Measurement Parameters. Make sure that you're set for fluorescence. Next, check the plate with or without cover depending on your technique, and then adjust the part of the plate that you want to read. For example, if you're reading A1 through A2, you would put those in. In this case, we are just reading A1 through A1. You will first perform an excitation scan where you will adjust the wavelengths depending on your sample. For us, we are first approaching our RG6 sample using 230 to 606 nanometers. Then we'll adjust the gain manually and then also the Z position of our instrument. Next, we will insert our plate using the in function of the movement and then pressing OK. And then after this, we are ready to start our measurement. So you're going to click Start. After a period of time, you will get your data point. For the excitation scan, look at the wavelength for the highest intensity. And then use that number in your emission scan. You're going to set the excitation value for that highest wavelength number and then use your emission scan roughly 50 nanometers higher and up to a reasonable amount. 700 is what we're using here. Next, you're going to start your experiment. And then after you get your data, you're going to record that and set that as your excitation wavelength. Next, you're going to edit your wavelength parameters to do a fixed scan. In some scenarios, you might have to optimize your reaction by doing more excitation scans, but right in this experiment, we already know what our optimized conditions are. Run our data and run our experiment, and we're going to get a value. This value is the intensity of our compound fluorescing at that specific wavelength that we put in for the emission value. After this, we are ready to export our data.
To save the data, click on the Save tab on the top left corner and give it a file name. Save the file to the desktop so that it is easily accessible, and then hit the Save button. Here, we will name the file Data, and it will be located in the folder named Data. When you're done making all of your measurements and saving all of the data, you'll want to take out your 96 well plate and bring the plate reader back into the instrument. To do so, click on Movements and click on In and OK. To shut down the software and instrument, go to the Xfluor4 tab and press Disconnect. At this point, the computer should say Disconnected in the A1 tab, and a disclaimer should appear.